just near our jump sponsors.
Yeah, right.
Near our major sponsors.
Hello and welcome to Bennett Park here in Dungog for our second Friday night Quizmasters trivia match here. And it's a beautiful night again. It's not as cold as last week, but there's still a few fires going and a good crowd turned up for this match between Dungog Warriors and the University of Newcastle. G'day, I'm Paul Arundale with you, and joining me alongside of me is Peter Hudson from the Dungog Warriors. Thanks for joining me again.
No, thanks a lot for coming back up, Paul. Must have enjoyed it that much last week. The steak sandwiches, was it? The cold, freezing, windy weather, or...?
It was definitely the steak sandwiches. They were top notch. If you're travelling through Dungog, check out Pete's Butchery. Pete's Country
Cuts.
Pete's Country Cuts. Try and say that 10 times fast. Another good match up here tonight. University, they've won one, they've lost one, and Dungog yet to break their duck, but tonight could be the night.
It could be, I hope so. It should be an even contest, I think. Both sides are searching for another win. The Warriors went well last week against Stockton, although Stockton a little bit strong in the finish, but it was a much improved effort on the week before that they showed against Malabula. And University soundly beaten by Stockton their last game, so plenty of form around Stockton, so we'll see how we go. But it should be an even contest. I think it usually is against University.
Well, I'll go through the University team first, the visitors, and I'll let you read the Dungog team out. But I'll go through University first. At fullback is Jake Mears. The wingers are Brett Young and Nick Ether. The centres are Zach Duggan and Braden O'Brien. The halves are Tyler Doolan and Reese Haywood. Jersey change, number 17 is Nick Mills and Daniel Sangster are the front rows. Jack Hayes is our dummy half. I shouldn't say our, I've got nothing to do with University. Second rows are Ben Remington and Bobby Jones, and Mick Gabrielitis is in the 13. On the bench you've got Tim Wilson, Daniel Alex Neal, Dylan Major, Jack Mitchell and Mitch Cronhart.
For the Dungog Warriors tonight we have number 1 Aaron Cottam, number 2 Brad Barnes. In the centres we have Jordan Campbell and Chris Evans. Chris Evans replacing Kieran Hinton, who was injured last week. Number 5 Chris Nevin, 6 Scotty Matthews, 7 Trey Breckelmans, 8 the front rowers are Nathan Ward in the 8 and Matt Hinton in the 10. Hooker Aidan Breckelmans, 11 Mick Craigie, 12 Luke Whaler, 13 Scott Robson, number 14 young Bryson Brahm, his third game in all age tonight, 15 Guy Russell, 16 Chris Sharkey, 17 Cody Warwick is not here at the moment, we don't think, 18 Johnny Ward and number 20 Dan Rumble.
So pretty much the same team as last week. You said you picked up an injury with your centre.
Yeah, Kieran Hinton's out, so Dan Rumble comes into the side this week, but we're still down one, so just early in the year a few injuries have crept in, so...
So anyone know Cody Warwick, get on the blower, get on Facebook or Twitter and say, mate, you've got a game.
He was supposed to play, but he wasn't in the dressing sheds the last time I checked.
No, he could be at the pub,
He might have thought it was better staying home watching on Bar TV.
Possibly. And tonight's pictures are brought to you by Quiz Masters Trivia. They do a good job around the local pubs and clubs. So if you haven't got Quiz Masters Trivia in your pub or club, just get in touch with them. They do a good job, and they're doing a good job supporting local footy. So we've got referees coming out of the centre now. Hopefully we don't have a repeat of last Friday night.
No, because I don't think we've got the depth on the sidelines as we had last Friday night.
Now, interesting, out in the centre of the field there, it looks like they've had a game of cricket here today.
There was a game of cricket, actually. The Dungog Public School took on Bulwarra Public School in a mid-May game of cricket, and they've shaved the grass rather low there on the middle of the pitch. So they always used to say the easiest 22 metres to make on a footy field's up the middle of the cricket pitch. So that might get tested out tonight, I think.
I hear it was a batsman's paradise too.
It was, actually. We won't go into Dungog's score, but they were just beaten, I think.
Just beaten, yeah. Well, the ref's blown the whistle. It's for the players that come out of the sheds. You can see the ball boys running down the race, so we shouldn't be too far away from kick-off. Here in our second Friday night footy game here in Dungog.
Looks like we might only have one linesman too.
Well, there's no Newcastle Rugby League happening this weekend, so there should be a bit more of a surplus of referees this weekend, you would think.
There just mightn't be any living within a 5-minute radius of Dungog, unfortunately.
Well, me and Will, the cameraman who drove up today, we could have given one of them a lift. It's a nice hour drive.
Barry Allen, the man in charge tonight, had a long career in the referee ranks. Let's hope he can go back to the glory days tonight. We had him in the first game against Malabula, and Dungog became a bit frustrated with a few of his decisions. I think we were soundly beaten in the penalties and had one sent in the sin bin, so we do not want a repetition of that tonight here.
How is Sean going? Tiger, you heard
Well,
he's going?
out come the Dungog Warriors now, out onto the field.
Referee last week.
Warm reception from the crowd. Is probably a bigger crowd than last week, actually. It's not as cold as last week, so they're all still in their cars, which I actually don't blame them. We're on the sideline here next to the ute. It's the only way to do it in bush footy, is to call a game next to the ute. And the Dungog boys are out there on the field. As we said, we've been through the teams, and it won't be long until University come out. They've also had a few changes, a few new players in their ranks tonight, so look forward to seeing how they go.
Number 2 linesman's out there.
Number 2 linesman.
Well, he might be number 1. I don't know. He's just late getting out there tonight.
Yeah, well, the fires are going on the hills again. It's not a bad place to be. Steak singers are cooking in the kiosk. Recommend if you're in the Dungog area, you need something to eat, get down here to Bennett Park, get yourself one. Get 2.
There's plenty up there, I know that. Bit of a crowd, not quite as big as last week, I don't think, just yet, but the fires are going well on the hill, on the Dungog swimming pool end of the ground, so that might be the spot to be.
Well, have you got heaters in the visiting dressing room? Because the University boys are taking a while to come out.
Might be that tactics, make them wait in the cold.
A bit of green ginger.
I've heard in another sport, Liverpool, they used to hose the visitors' change room.
I heard the Knights used to do that early on.
Maybe it was a good tactic.
Hose them out so they went in there, it was wet.
Yeah, slip over on the boots. Out come the University team now. And as you hear that massive reception.
Crowds, there's a buzz around the ground tonight, but I think it's the flies.
Yeah, so they come out there in the dark maroon and Dungog in the light maroon. How's that? If you're a bit confused with...
The mighty maroon and gold of Dungog up against the manly colours of University. At least this week the jumpers' numbers might be a bit easier to see.
Yeah, they should be. So the boys just getting acquainted here before the kick-off. We're moments away from Friday Night Footy here on Bar TV Sports. Brought to you by Quizmasters Trivia. Almost in readiness here. There's a hush around the ground again. It's dropping temperature.
I think it's
by
anticipation.
Anticipation.
For the kickoff. Both sides have been out and warmed up, back in the dressing sheds, back out now. Now the ref's laying down the law. which I'm sure they get sick of hearing every week, but I suppose they've got to be seen to be doing the right job.
Yes, well, as I say, Uni got a win in round 1. Got a bit of a touch-up against Stockton. And Dungog 0-2. Also looking for their first win. So it's a big contest tonight.
I think Dungog missing the last trial going out against Stroud and then having a month off between games certainly didn't help at Malabula, but there was definite signs of improvement last week. If they can continue on with that tonight, they could hopefully come up with a win.
Well, we're not sure who won the toss on the cricket wicket, but Dungog will be running right to left on the screen. And obviously,
if you're at Bennett Park, that's called running uphill, we like to call that.
Uphill. Bit like Clarencetown.
They always like running towards the crowd in the front of the kiosk and the dressing sheds.
A bit of a tip there. So we're about to get underway here. Tyler Doolan will get us underway. Just waiting for it. And we're underway in Friday night football here at Bennett Park. Dungog and a fumble there to start with. Has it gone back? Referee says no.
Mistake early from the Warriors. Not what they were looking for.
One of my favourite parts of rugby league is the restart. How many times players drop the ball or just watch it go dead. It's amazing how many mistakes are made. But hopefully...
Usually after a side scores a try, I find.
Yes.
The old complete your set after scoring is a good saying, but it's not very often adhered to.
Well, the referee didn't like something there in the scrum, so we're going to have a pack
He could
again.
be related to last week's referee, I'm not sure.
He could well be. We're underway now. This is Doolan with the ball, going out to Haywood. Haywood tries to get around the defence, but Campbell's there to meet him and puts him down about 20 metres out from the Warriors line. They go the short side. This is Bobby Jones running it forward, meets Hinton. Campbell also in there to help out. I think Ward's also in that tackle. 2 tackles down. This is Doolan again. Short pass, that's Mills with the ball.
Great tackle there, ball and all tackle there by Luke Whaler.
So they go the far side now. Haywood, short pass. He's met heavily there. That's number 11, Remington.
Cotton did the tackle then.
So, Uni, what can they do here? They haven't really made too much metres there. There's that Alex Neil, I should say.
Robson underneath and Craig over the top. Good defence. Last tackle.
Doolan with the ball. Will he put this on the toe? Yes, he does. It's not a bad kick for the winger. He's picked it up. Can he get over? It's good defence there from Barnes. Brent Young just can't get the ball down. So it's going to be a handover. And Dungog dodged a bullet there early.
They certainly did. Barnes was strong in defence last week on this wing. And he certainly showed it again then. Ward with the first hit up.
Ward, he had a good captain's knock last week for the Warriors. Be looking for the same again. Here's his front row partner, Hinton. It's about 5 in the tackle. So they'll bring this out. And that is the
that was
the lock
Robson. Started this season well, Scott Robson, in the lock position. Small for a lock, but gives his all every week. Ward again.
So they go the short side now. So it's good defence from the Uni boys here. They're only up to the 30. Brecklesman, he's gone for the final line, but it's going to go out in the fall.
Absolutely. Woeful kick there from Breckelmans.
So another opportunity here for University.
Dungog was a good set of 6 up until then. They need a big clearing kick then.
So a few locals, they're still streaming into the ground. They've started to come out very late. A bit like NRL, they turn up right on kickoff.
They do.
That's Doolan taking it forward like a front rower.
Tackled by Breckelmans and Robson underneath. He's going to be penalised here. I don't really know what Robson could have done then, but...
Well, it'll be Hayes, the dummy half, will get us underway, and we've got a false start. The referee says, hang on, wait. Let me get onside. I don't want to pull me hammy. We're back on the way. This is Mills.
Met solely by Breckelmans the hooker and Robson the lock.
So it's Alex Neil again in the headgear. Daniel
Robson
Alex Neil.
again down low.
So they go the left-hand side. That's Haywood. Cut out pass to the fullback is Mears. We've got the centre here. O'Brien looking for the line. Cover defences there. Haywood again. It's the front row, Sangster. So we're about 5 metres out from the Warriors line.
Plenty of pressure on Dungog here at the moment.
Left-hand side, Haywood goes himself, but the Warriors' defence is there. Last tackle.
Bit skinny out to the left if they go that way.
They're on that shot side again. It's in the corner, and it looks like it's going to go dead. Very hard to see over that far
a
side.
20-metre restart. Lucky there for the Warriors.
So 0-0 after 5 minutes here in Friday Night Football, brought to you by Quizmasters Trivia.
Certainly not as hot as they were in the first 10 minutes last week, Dungog at the moment. Might be a bit colder tonight, taking a while to warm up.
So I'll try and hold them down here. It's Brecklesman's at dummy half. Here's Hinton. Almost gets through the tackle of Duggan, but he did well to get the ball away to Cottam. Good tackle around is Brent Young. So Hinton again. This will be his second hit up of this set. 3 University players in the tackle. Brecklesman to Brecklesman there. And
that's Weiler there. Not a bad run from Luke Weiler.
notice he ran around the cricket wicket there.
Well, he's also an intelligent player.
Yes. Here's Brecklesman again. Cuts out. Oh, it's gone straight to the hands of University here.
Another mistake from Dungog. Not on their game at the moment, the Warriors.
Sangster again. That was a good hit up that time.
In attack, their defence is okay. Just letting themselves down in attack.
So it's the 15. Neil again. Dragging players with him. It's a good run from Neil. So they got the numbers stacked to the short side. They'll go that side with Doolan. Inside pass to, it's Bobby Jones. Should remember him. He scored 2 tries in the Friday night opener against Westie. He's a dummy half. And the ball's been spilt by Mills.
Let off for Dungog. Not a let off, but a bit of luck going their way.
Certainly was.
Just need to have a composed set here, Dungog, and get a good kick away. Nothing too fancy too early. Build a bit of pressure.
So both teams, you'd say, they're just feeling their way at the moment, just getting used to the pace. We're back underway. And that's the number 4 there, Evans, wrapped up. So Dungog again, got to bring this out of their own territory. A solid hit there.
Was a solid hit on Weiler.
Ben Remington, straight over the top. Here's Matthews, inside pass.
Robson again.
So Seahorses muscling up in defence here early. Here's Ward. And it's gone. Oh, Doolan almost an intercept there. Gone to ground.
Another mistake from Dungog in their own half. Certainly putting the pressure right on themselves here tonight.
So
8 minutes gone and they haven't been over the opposition's 40-metre line yet.
now it's all played down with the supporters are behind the end goal. So maybe that's how they do it. Want to play down this end and then run towards them in the second half and get acquainted with the locals. So Brecklesman will get us underway. This is Cottam with the ball, the fullback.
Very dangerous on a couple of occasions last week, Aaron Cottam. Good broken field runner.
And the Warriors will get their first penalty here. Just holding down in the ruck.
Middle of the field, going for the opposite touchline and made it easy.
So, first chance to get over halfway here for Dungog. Touchy just says, yeah, right on halfway. So here goes Ward again. Oh,
Good,
solid
solid
defence again. He bumped off Hayes, but he did well to hang on. Here's Matthews. Oh, it's gone straight to the hands of Doolan. Doolan, can he get away from the fullback? He does. He's dancing around that wicket, and he's eventually wrapped up.
Well, he's trying to be a bit clever at the moment, I think.
Hayes from dummy half. Good metres. Wrapped around the legs there from Whaler. Had to be done. So Doolan at dummy half now. He's Sangster. Brushes away from one
Hinton
tackle.
came in for the big hit then, but missed.
Got 20 out from the line. So can Uni produce something out of this? Doolan again.
He's dangerous, Doolan, when he gets a bit of room.
And the forwards are right onto him then. That was Robson in that tackle. So they come this way again. This is Hayward looking for Jones. He finds him. Campbell, well, he come again and eventually wrapped him up. It's the last tackle now for the Seahorses. Doolan again, getting plenty of touches here. Hayes puts it on the toe. There's two men out there. It's going to go deep, dead, so it'll be a 20-metre restart for the Warriors.
Another let-off there. The kick was just a bit deep. There's no Dungog defence back there. Two Seahorse players running through. The ball just a little bit too deep. Let's see if the Warriors can complete a set now.
Well, we don't have a tackle count, but percentage or anything like that, but I assume it'll be about 80% in favour of University, 20% Dungog at this stage.
I would say that. We're having trouble getting past our third tackle, the Warriors. Good run from Hinton there, but...
So it's the right side.
That's better. Straight up the middle. Build pressure.
So they go the right side again. It's Matthews. Wrapped up. Ken playing the back row as well, playing 5'8" tonight. So they go the short side again. That's Evans. Another good solid hit there from O'Brien out there. So they go back to Trey Brecklesman, I should say. I'll get them mixed up all night. It's a towering bomb. It's a good one.
Great kick.
Ethan let it bounce, and it's come straight back into the hands of Trey Brecklesman. Aidan Brecklesman will get them mixed up all the time. And the fullback's back there. That's Mears. Gee.
Good passage of play. A bit lucky there, Dungog, with no support for Breckelmans when he made that break.
Brilliant bomb. Nick Ether, he had a mile of time to think about it, and it's one of those balls you just don't want to take. So
You've
now
got to take him, but...
You've got to, that's right. So Uni digging this out from the line. It's a good break here from O'Brien, looking for support.
Good covering tackle by Nathan Ward there.
It's onto the 40-metre zone. Hayes will go to the short side. Good scamper from dummy half. Gets over halfway.
Starting to make a bit of ground through the middle. University.
So we'll go back to Doolan for the kick. He decides to run it. It's not a bad kick out here for the wing for Young. It's going to bounce for him, and he's going to get smashed in the process.
Brad Barnes again.
Picked up by Duggan. Barnes, a nice shot into the ribs. Totally legal.
He's got nothing wrong with that except the ferocity of it.
Yeah.
Certainly proven to be a weapon out there on the wing, Brad Barnes.
So the referee's just going to call time here. It's 0-0. Just over 12 minutes gone in this game. And
it's not the action we saw in last week's game. It was a high-scoring affair last week.
Bit of a grind. Brent Young just got to count his ribs at this stage. So the Warriors will gain possession here. So a bit of a let-off there. If that ball had bounced right for Young, it could have been trouble for the Warriors, but not to be.
Replacement Mick Craigie going off. Chris Sharkey in number 16 going on. Robson again through the middle.
So this will be Ward. Goes out the back to Trey Brecklesman.
Going wide they are, the Warriors.
It's Matthews. Good tackle there from O'Brien. He's been pretty sound in defence tonight. And now we've got to knock on. Have we? No. He's thrown a dummy there, the referee.
Go back and play it. Oh.
Must have been 5 centimetres off the mark again.
Tackle 4, I think.
Trey Brecklesman inside to Hinton. So yeah, the Dungog Warriors front rowers again, getting plenty of minutes early. Plenty of ball. Brecklesman's again. Cut out pass, goes to Campbell. He's got to come in from that sideline, very close. Links up with Cotton. Cotton's got a bit of space, but there's numbers there to try and wrap him up. Eventually do. Right on the popping crease. So they come this side again through Hinton. Short pass to Ward. Don't think he was the man to get that ball. He's Campbell. He's got a bit of space. The numbers are there. Gets the pass away to Young. Young down the sideline. Is he going to make it? He is close. And, well, University have got it.
Brad Barnes looked dangerous down the sideline then.
So it was Mears there who fell on the ball. So now it's going to be Uni to bring this out, and the defence is there to meet him.
Good time for a big set of 6 from the Warriors.
So running the short side there. Bit dangerous. Close to the sideline.
Good tackle by Campbell.
Here's Jones.
Sharky in with him. Another great tag. That's Scott Robson. He got the ball away, but
So Nick Ether on it now. He seems to recover from
tackle
that
by
early knock.
Matthews there. No penalties here from Dungog. Would be very nice.
So good ball movement there. Call for a forward pass, and the referee spotted it. So first opportunity, or second opportunity, you could say, for the Warriors. They almost got over the stripe there moments ago, but now a massive opportunity to set up a play here and get over the stripe.
You need to set up and come wide to Campbell and Barnes because they're both very dangerous in attack. Just need a little bit of room. The scrum win here, so let's see what Dungog can do.
Well, referees called it back again.
As you do in the Newcastle Hunter Rugby League referees school, you call them back.
Well, we'll get underway now. It's Matthews that fed the ball,
Evans
and this is
there.
Evans.
Keep coming the same way. There's a bit of room. Slow play the
Through to
ball.
the
Evans
left,
is
but
hurt
there's
there.
Plenty of numbers out to the right. Slow play the ball. The referee's just going to give him a moment to get his breath back. Looks a bit winded there.
It was winded or a head knock. He sort of got up a little bit ginger, but
So the trainers are out in the field. And one good thing about community footy is without the help of the local sponsors, they do a good job. They get all the teams on the park, and both Dungog and University have plenty of great sponsors. At the Bank Hotel, Barrington Bakery here in Dungog, they do a good job. Dillon and Sons, Bosworth Builders, just name a couple, do a good job supporting the Dungog Warriors.
every club knows you'll be lost without your sponsors.
So he calls time on again. This is Ward, does the dummy.
Scored a great individual try last week from 20 metres out.
So the Uni defence don't fall for it. Here's Hinton. Good hit there from one of the smallest players on the field there for Uni. So they go the short side,
Breckelman's
run
is
from
over.
dummy half. It's Breckelsman's over. And Dungog score the first points here after 15 minutes. It's the Warriors 4 with a kick to come. University 0.
Can be very dangerous from dummy half Aidan Breckelmans, and he proved it there. He scored a great individual try last week against Stockton from close range. He scored another one there. Great work, Dungog. Finally got up there and built a little bit of pressure, capitalised on a Uni mistake, and ended up with a 4-pointer.
Well, they've gone the short side a couple of times when they've got up here. Maybe they've seen something in the Friday night footy tape from 2 weeks ago. It's a good comeback from the Warriors. They were pinned down in their own 20 for a long time in that opening 10 minutes. And they've come away with the first try. So it'll be Trey Breckelsman, his brother, taking this kick.
Number 9 jumper, sponsored by the Tall Timbers Motel in the main street of Dungog.
Who bought that one?
And first try scorer jumper auction winner tonight was Brad Barnes, whose mum and dad own the Tall Timbers Motel in the main street of Dungog.
Don't buy the jumper, but who bought it?
So Breckelsman lines it up. It's going straight over the black dot. So it's 6 points to 0. Dungog over University. Just about 16 minutes of play gone in this fixture. Just a reminder that our clock is just a guide. It's about a minute or so injury time. So University, they take their time to get back here to halfway. So
Can the Warriors build on that early try? Something tells me if they hang on to the ball, they can.
So Doolan in the yellow boots will get us underway. He kicks to the left side.
He has got a tricky little kick-off, Doolan. Chrissy Nevin's running up there.
So he got on to about the 20-metre zone, so that's not bad from the restart. You want to make that mark. Here's Cottam.
Just need to complete this set. We've lost the ball. Second tackle.
It was a good shoulder there from totally legal from Bobby Jones. Just got in there and
Just
popped
falling
the
down
ball.
Basics there, Dungog. Just tuck the ball under your arm and take the tackle. Coach killers, they are.
Coach killers, yes, they certainly are.
Lucky the coach is out there. University a chance to hit back here.
So, as we say, wasn't off the restart, but they spill the ball over early.
Next tackle.
So Uni, a massive chance here. Here they go. This is Haywood. It's Remington with the ball.
I think Doolan's their go-to man here, Paul.
There we go again. There's bodies there. Sangster gets them within 10 metres of the Dungog line. So Doolan's with the ball now. He's got numbers. He links up there with Duggan. He had to he juggled it. Did fumble it. And he's eventually wrapped up there.
Wrapped up there by Campbell.
Mears at dummy half.
Sharkey.
Here's Jones. Looking, gets the
Great
offload
offload.
away. That's number 15, Neil with the ball.
Warriors stretch to the limit here.
So they go to the left side. Haywood short pass and it's been put down by Remington.
With a drop ball from both sides, not adding to the spectacle at the moment. Just feel that cold a little bit more when the drop balls happen.
Yeah, maybe they could have warmed up at the Bank Hotel or Dungog RSL.
Or the Settlers' Arms.
Settlers Arms. Bennett Hotel maybe on the... Well, you don't want them to have one before they drive up. Here's Hinton. Scamper from
Good
dummy
run
half.
from Evans. The dummy half running might open up the game a little bit for Dungog.
So Cotton will go for a run from dummy half. Makes about 10 centimetres. Goes out the back. Brecklesman throws it. He finds Campbell. Campbell's put it down. There was a play on it there from Duggan.
I don't think that long pass from the Warriors is working much at the moment. I think they might need to shorten up their pass a little bit. When they start sticking, then you can go the long one. It's a couple of times they've tried to come wide this in the first 15 minutes. First 20 minutes, sorry. It's nearly always come unstuck. Right idea to get the ball out to Campbell and Barnes on the wings, but maybe they need to go out a bit better.
So 6-0 here. Just after 20 minutes of play here on Friday Night Football, brought to you by Quizmasters Trivia. As the cold starts to affect my speech again. This is O'Brien, tries to get around his opposite number. Eventually finds Mears. Mears is dancing around on the spot. And eventually he's wrapped up there from the help of Robson.
Robson and Cotton.
So Hayes, a scamper from dummy half, almost goes through, pops the pass to Mills, but it's gone forward.
Very lucky there.
So that's probably about the fourth chance Uni have had, and they've come up empty-handed.
Dungog players remonstrating with the referee about a lost ball in the play the ball instead of worrying about what was going to happen next, and Uni very nearly made them pay for it then.
Yep, another let-off. So, I said a couple of early mistakes in this game in the early parts of the sets of six. So, whatever team can compose first will probably get away with it tonight. Early though.
Harper Breckelmans, I think he needs to take the defence on a bit more instead of worrying about the blokes outside him, especially early in the tackle count. He's quite dangerous when he gets in open space.
So Hinton, a short pass was on there to Robson, but
Robson overrun it slightly, I think. Just trying to be too fancy, I think, Dungog. I'm not sure.
Boys just hanging on to each other. It was like the old playground wrestle. So he goes back to Matthews. He's going to look for a 40-20 here, but it's come off the side of the boot. I'm not sure if it's going to...
That's a good kick.
Well...
Great chase there by Dungog. Chris Evans over there.
Must have been close to the sideline out there.
I think it was very close the way the University winger was looking at it. Maybe he's willing it over the line.
Well, no wind here tonight. Last week it would have blown across to the other side of the field.
Would have never went out last week.
So that's Remington taking it forward.
That was a good run. It was a great tackle too. Chris Sharkey, good defence there.
So Doolan out the back to Jones. He'll look to get that ball away. Oh, it's popped out. And the referee will call a knock on.
Warriors need to keep an eye on Jones. He's proving a handful every time he takes it because he does what you have to do for your second row, run straight and hard. And he has got a bit of an offload with him.
So a couple of subs are warming up here in front of us.
We have Bryson Brahm and Dan Rumble going on. Dan Rumble in number 20, Bryson Brahm in number 14.
Dan Rumble, he's got the Warriors headgear on as well.
He has. Very professional up here.
So,
not sure who's coming off, but we'll find out shortly.
Massive opportunity here for the Warriors to get their second try.
Or to complete their third set of the night.
So inside pass. It's
Evans inside. Luke Whaler coming off for Bryson Brahm.
That's the number 16, Sharky.
It's been pretty solid since you got out there, Sharky. Copped a couple of injuries games this year. It's good to see him getting a bit of game time.
So that's a skipper Ward with the ball. He's always a handful. Try and get down. Eventually 3 players there to get him down. So they got the back line set here out to the left-hand side.
Again.
But Sharky decides to run it himself.
I don't think he was supposed to get the ball then, but...
So the line's still spread here to the left. They go this way. This is Breckelsman's. Steps back inside, tries to get around the defence, but Remington's there to wrap him up. So about 5 out from the line. Last tackle. Got numbers both sides.
Repeat set would be lovely.
So calling for a knock on, and Ward's put it on the toe. It's not a bad kick. It's come down. It's gone out the back.
A knock on against Dungog, I'd say first over there, but don't know what quite happened there with the captain coach. But if you're captain coach, you can do nearly anything you want to on the field, can't you?
Well, that's it. He's not going to get in trouble, is he? So a good crowd in here. There's a few on the far hill in front of the fires. Plenty in their cars as well, which is where I probably would be. And there's a
penalty for something there.
Well, it's Uni's second penalty of the match. So it's a good relieving penalty for the Seahorses. That ball almost disappearing into the night sky. There's a big drain over that side, so they don't want to kick it too far. May not get it back. So underway again.
Looking like the team that can hang on to the ball the longest here will sort of come away with the win, I think.
And that ball's just flopped out again.
It's going to be a penalty. The linesman's called it reefed out.
It did look like, it actually looked like Ben Remington reefed it out of himself. So I'm not sure if I can get a replay up there for that, but you can see that at home. It's interesting. So Uni another penalty, so getting piggybacked up the other end of the field. It's where they want to be. Here's Mills getting over that 40-metre stripe. This is Sangster. Good tackle around the legs from Breckelsman. And it looked like that was Braham over the top. Here's Mills.
Good frontal defence there from Ward.
So they go the left-hand side now. It's Haywood with the ball.
A little show and go there.
And there's another penalty to the Seahorses. So can they come up with some points now? 6-0 still to Dungog. Just under 15 minutes to go in this first half. It's Remington. Hangs onto the ball this time. And that's Neil with the ball. Getting it within 5 metres. He's hard to put down. Daniel Alex
Neil.
Neil.
A lot better than it was last week. I'll give him that much. Hope I haven't put the kiss of death on him.
Here's Sangster trying to get one-on-one with Cottam, but his teammates come to help him out. But the ball's come loose again.
No try.
Well,
no video ref here, ref. So I don't know why you're holding your hand up. I think the linesman's gone in the end goal, so I don't really see how we could see it was a try from there. But it's not looking good here for Dungog.
Well, it was a good effort there from Sangster if he has got it down. They're having a long chat. Just waiting to see what's going on. It's Haywood there, just having a chat, just giving his opinion to the referee, trying to help, maybe persuade the decision.
Surely shouldn't take this long. It's either he scored or he's held up, you'd think.
Well, we don't have a video ref. It normally takes that long for a video ref, but anyway, going to try and get it right. He's going to have a chat to the ref on the far side. That crowd behind the goalpost would have a better view, actually.
The other touch judge from 45 metres, 50 metres away has been asked to give his opinion here.
No, we can't be too critical. They do a good job, the referees. It's a tough
they do,
job.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, he's asked two. Going to be a try. He's ruled a try.
Well, there you go.
We need to see the Bar TV replay for that, I think.
We had it up there a moment ago, and
13 minutes before half-time. University get their first try with a kick or make it 6-all.
get that up there on the screen there for you now, and Tyler Doolan will line this one up.
One of the longest decisions I think I've ever seen in a local league game to award a try.
Well, there's always something that happens on Quizmasters Trivia Friday Night Footy, and last week was the ref.
Going down.
Going down, now the longest decision in history without video ref.
But on the back of 3 penalties in a row to University, that try came, so Warriors need to look at their discipline a bit, I think.
So we're right behind the shoulder of Tyler Doolan here as he strikes it nicely. And the flags go up, so it's 6-all here on Bar TV. Friday Night Football brought to you by Quizmasters Trivia. So, 12 minutes to go in this half. It's still plenty of football.
Let's just hope that all the other tries that are scored tonight are wingers racing down the sideline, putting the ball down with no long judgments.
So Trey Bregelsmans will get us back underway. Trap there, I think that's Mears who's done the trap.
Can the
This is
Seahawks
Remington again with
through.
another strong run.
Same as what happened last week against Stockton. Plenty of ground being made through the middle.
Here's Gabrielides with his first touch.
Good tackle by Bryson Brahm there.
Oh, solid defence there. Heavy contact
Lost
anyway.
Chrissy Evans down the bottom.
Short side.
Scotty Matthews over the top. Matthews has got him there. Matthews and Evans again.
So it goes back to Doolan for the kick. He's got the backs behind him.
Going for
They're all
40,
onside.
20.
And Barnes will go back and field it about the 10-metre zone and run straight into Mears, and also helping out is Duggan.
Solid defence there on Barnes.
Cotton will go for a scamper. He's met by his opposite.
He's not quite getting away from him like he'd like to tonight, Cotton.
The referee's seen a knock on.
It's the second knock on Cotton's come up with tonight.
And if it's not cold enough, Cotton's got his shirt off. And now he's kicked the ball away, so he's lucky not to get in trouble there.
Definitely.
The referee's called time off
One
again.
thing you have learnt over the years is you cannot win a running battle with the referee. I think they would have learnt that over at Malabula when they had him first game of the year.
So, can Uni get back-to-back tries here? So here they go. Goes out to Haywood. Finds Mears. Linking up there with O'Brien. Tries to get around his opposite.
Dangerous O'Brien there. Another drop ball, so both sides guilty of errors here.
So another scrum will pack. As I mentioned before about the great work, a lot of the local shops support the community of rugby league up here, and you got a few more. Settlers Arms Hotel, I think we mentioned that one before. The medical practice here in Dungog, they all help out.
All go to get patched up at the medical practice after. Use your line up there some Monday mornings. Another cut long pass to Campbell.
That's a good tackle there from Doolan. Picked Campbell up, drove him back. Here's Ward.
Another good tackle. Unified up here at the moment.
So they go the right side there. It looks like it's
Good run
Evans
by
there.
Evans. I think that was Chris Evans. Very dangerous in the middle of the field, Chile.
We've got a
Relieving
penalty.
penalty for Dungog.
So holding down there too long was Ben Remington.
Both sides struggling to get to their kick in this game. I think there's only been about 3 or 4 6-tackle kicks, either a penalty or a drop ball.
So Trey Brecklesmans will find touch there just inside the uni 40-metre zone.
Now what can the Warriors do? Time running out in the first half.
So here's Matthews. Takes the ball. Eventually wrapped up.
Matt Hinton's been replaced.
Here's Ward.
Great run again.
Interesting, one of the comments last week was that Dungog's playing, not Hinton. There's 2 Hintons playing for Dungog.
Another penalty.
And the ref's going to...
The ref's had enough.
A few words of encouragement maybe from the Ben Remington.
Players do often have an opinion on how the game should be refereed, I found. It's like arguing with a highway patrol officer.
Yes, I know that all too well. Hello to my brother.
Is that why you've got to ride up tonight?
Yeah. So here,
Dan Rumble having his first hit up of the night.
In the signature Warriors headgear. So they're coming to the left side now. It's a good shot past the Sharky. Within about 5 metres of the line. Ball's gone through Brecklesman's legs. Referee says, well, he's going to say play on, but he's got a call from the touchy.
It's a mistake-a-thon here at Bennett Park at the moment.
Yeah.
Who would credit last week? Wind is anything and not a lot of drop ball, but tonight's a complete opposite.
Maybe there's a few nerves tonight from the players. They knew they're going to be on Bar TV again. And
I had more time to think about it. Yeah. Both B-grade sides playing more like C or D-grade sides at the moment.
So we're back underway now. It's Mears. There's 3 men on the tackle there from the Warriors.
Matthews and Cottam tackling. Cottam needs to get back in his full-back spot. He's going back now. Good work.
There's Braden O'Brien there. He's been pretty impressive for the Seahorses. He's had a couple of good carries.
Oh.
And as I give him a rap, he's dropped the ball. So apologies to the O'Brien family.
And apologies to the viewers tonight on what's being served up here at Bennett Park.
So about 6 minutes to go before half-time. It's 6-all. And a massive opportunity here for Dungog again here. Goes out the back of Campbell. Can't get away from the defence.
Hinton on the sideline ready to come on.
So Barnes will go for a scamper from dummy half. He's got the old bike pants on. Borrowed them from St George. Maybe David Barnhill he borrowed them from.
Was his hero, I heard.
Dan Rumble gives that out the back to Brecklesmans. So they got numbers either side here.
Hurt there.
And yeah, Trey Brecklesmans is just staying down. He looks to be holding that hip.
Hip or leg.
So a couple of stoppages in this game for just a couple of little niggles.
And the way the game's going, I think if Dungog can get close to the line, I'd be sending a message out to Aidan Breckelmans, the hooker, to go himself again.
Yes, he almost got over. A couple of opportunities down this left-hand side. They got one. So we're back underway. We go to the right side through Matthews. Short pass again to Ward. He pops it out the back to Matthews again. He finds Robson. He's good tackle. Had to be made. So they go again through Ward. Ward trying to get his arm free.
He's in everything, Ward. I'll give him that much tonight.
He did well to hang on to the ball.
He certainly did.
Brecklesman again goes himself. Has been cleaned up there from Remington.
Scored to try the short kick last week, but didn't come off this week.
So Hayes was scamper from dummy half.
Need to defend here, Dungog.
Trying to get a quick play of the ball there, but not to be.
Warriors jamming in defence.
It's Ether there going from a scamper from dummy half. Here's Jones. Runs hard. Bit of Ben Kennedy about Bobby Jones.
There definitely is.
Here's Doolan. Not a bad kick, but Cotham's down there waiting for it.
Cottam, good work. Good positional play by Cottam. First year at fullback for Dungog. Played winger the other years he's been here. Retirement of Lee Nevins forced him into the custodian role.
So Chris Nevin having a run. Oh, the mousetrap. There it is. We've seen everything here at Dungog tonight.
Sharky and Mick Craigie off. Scott Robson on. Matt Hinton still getting ready to go on.
So Brecklesman had to
That's
hurry
a good
that kick
kick.
away, but it's not a bad kick.
Not a 40-20, but
It's going to pull up.
I think he's a chance of getting a 40-20 if he wanted to, Breckelman. Maybe in the second half.
So let off there. It wasn't the best of kicks. He got it away. He did well.
3:45 to go here before half time. The way both teams are going, it's going to take something miraculous for someone to score, I think.
So
That's right, it's only 3:45 on the clock, but it could be a bit longer if the referee gets involved.
interesting here. Trey Brecklesman's come out here, out to the wing.
I think he's still suffering that knock he got in there a little while ago. Scrum into Uni.
We haven't had a scrum win against the feed yet on Friday night footy. Maybe tonight's the night. Here's Jones again
Another good solid run.
on the cricket pitch.
He loves the hard stuff.
He certainly
There's plenty
does.
of that on the cricket pitch.
Hayes from dummy half again, trying to steal a couple more metres. So one
Tackle from Breckelman's and Rumble there.
after those couple of runs, they won't be playing cricket on it tomorrow. So Doolan goes in the dummy half, finds Haywood. Dummy, good
Good
pass.
in and out, good run.
That's Remington. So they go the short side again. Haywood again, inside pass to Sangster. Can't get away, he's
Inside
wrapped
balls
up.
are looking dangerous against Dungog. Pressure again for the Warriors. He might be hurt here, Sangster.
Slow to play the ball. So they got the numbers out here. Doolan got hurried with that kick. It's not a bad kick. Campbell's had to let it bounce. It's going to go deep.
Good work there, Brad Barnes.
So
Doolan's been
Reece-
hurt there.
So this is not good signs
good
here
for
for the
University
Seahorses.
if-
He's coming straight off, holding that wrist.
Dislocation maybe.
So the uni playmakers just come from the field. And maybe you just heard that on the effects mic. I'm not sure, but it sounded like there was a click back in there.
Slight popping of the shoulder, and they're trying to work it back in. It's not a good night for that to be happening.
Dead set. So back out in the field, the Warriors will bring this down to their own 20 again.
But Uni will certainly miss him if he's not out there, Doolan. Can Dungog capitalise?
So we're just into the final 2 minutes of this first half. It's still 6-all. And this has been the order of the night, really, for Dungog, just bringing this out of their own zone. They've had a couple of opportunities. So just short of halfway. Goes back to Trey Brecklesman. It throws it out wide.
Still persisting with those long passes which just have not worked.
This is Young with the ball, Brent Young. Now we've got a penalty. So the referee's, he's going to call out Robson here. Looks like for a bit of a flop.
Wouldn't be much of a flop. If Hinton or Ward flopped on you, it might be a different story.
So we're back underway. Here's Jones again. He's going to pick out Brecklesman.
For a good tackle, Baden Breckelman's. Good tackle there, Dungog.
And Robson also in there to help out. Here's Mills, back on the paddock. Made some good charges early on in this half. So into the final 20 seconds of this half now. Haywood throws it long out the back to Mears. It's gone over the head of O'Brien and into touch.
Way the game's gone, that's a fitting way to end the half, I think. The ball thrown over the sideline.
So there's the hooter in the background, and it's half-time here in Quizmasters Trivia. Friday night football here brought to you by Bar TV Sports. 6-all, University and Dungog. We'll be back with the second half very shortly.
can't like rip it out or in too quickly.
Yeah.
So it's actually a lot smoother than what I usually do. And I'm not as tight usually, so I'm not sure if that. I think I don't know. It just seems a lot smoother than what I've usually done. Other than that.
We've got the awesome Friday night or whatever, just hanging out with a few
These
cans.
people are in the back there. They've got the blankets on and everything. It looks
Yeah.
great.
How's our level sound?
Yeah, no, it's good. I've just I can't remember his name. I've turned him up more because he was about halfway. Like he was like half your volume. So
Oh, really?
I doubled. Like he's about I don't know, halfway up or something. Yeah.
I just turned it down.
Reaching about 10 peak or something.
So welcome back here, the second half of Friday Night Football, Quizmasters Friday Night Football, here on Bar TV Sports. G'day, Paul Arundale with you, or good evening, or wherever you are in the world. It's probably morning somewhere. And it's 6-all here between Dungog and the University. Hopefully we'll see a few more tries, a bit more enterprising play here in the second stanza. It's been a very tight first half with both sides having opportunities and couldn't come up with any more than one try apiece. So, both teams are out there on the paddock. Dungog will get us underway shortly. Uni just going back out there onto the field. So very cool night. Not as cold as last Friday night when we were here in Dungog. There's no wind, so that's helped us a lot here on the back of the ute here. It's the only way we like to do it here at Bar TV Sports. On bush footy on the back of the ute. About to get underway here for this second half. Waiting for the referee just to give us the nod. And the second half is underway here. Quizmasters Trivia Friday Night Football goes straight down to, I've lost my notes there for the moment. Let's grab the Peach, just come back and stolen my notes. This looks like Remington now with the ball. So it'd be interesting to see how the opening periods happen in this second half. What the coaches had to say to both their players.
Dungog camp was trying to promote the ball a bit. Get a chance to offload, but we'll see how that goes.
Here's Jones, impressive in the first half. Links
He has
up
been
with
one of the best
Neil.
players out there, that's for sure.
Neil, he comes straight onto that cricket wicket. Oh, now it's just flicked out the back, so the referee's going to call the scrum. No, he's going to call held. So definitely got a scrum packing down on that wicket.
It was a third tackle, I think, first mistake of the second half, but in saying that, University made some easy yards there. Got up over halfway in their first set.
So Matthews feeds it. That's Cotton with the ball, comes back towards the pitch. He's keeping the ball away. Ward now with it. Takes on a couple more defenders, looks for the offload, but he's eventually wrapped up in the 40-metre zone. So Breckelmans goes the short side, finds Hinton. Shouldn't say the short side, it's the long side. He's shaped to go to the short side.
And went back the open.
Here's Matthews again. Good pass out the back to Evans, but the defence is there.
Bit easy to read that little play then, but
Matthews.
through to Whaler.
Hasn't had much minutes out there on the field, Whaler.
Been whiling away while he's been out there, but
So Hinton playing like first receiver there, finds Breckelmans. Links up there with Craigie, finds Cotton. Cotton trying to get around the defence. Campbell for the corner.
Barnes.
Gives the ball to Brad Barnes, and they're over for their second try, Dungog.
Forming a lethal combination on that left side, Barnes and Campbell. I think.
So Brad Barnes gets Dungog's second try in those white bike pants.
Hey, Nev.
So good backline movement there from the Warriors. Cotton got around his man, linked up with Campbell, and then Brad Barnes over in the corner.
So we said last week about Brad Barnes, if he gets a bit of space, he can score you a try, that's for sure. But great start for Dungog in the second half. First time they've had the ball, over for a try.
Very similar to the last week's match where they scored early points in both halves.
That's about the only similarity to last week's match. Although it was 22-all at half-time last week. 6-all, still a draw at half-time this week. Hard to see another 60 points being scored the way both sides are handling the ball at the moment.
Well, you never know. It is Newcastle and Hunter Rugby League. So Trey Breckelsmans. He's probably about a metre in from the touchline.
Be a great kick if he gets it.
He striked it well. And he's got it. So great kick there from Aidan Breckelsmans.
Good confidence-boosting start to the second half there from Dungog. Now the all-important set of 6 after they score.
So 12 points to 6. Dungog over University. So here we go again. University with a restart. It's down in the corner. Matthews is going to have to hurry to get it. Gets a nice bounce in the end. He's met there by O'Brien.
I don't think we'll see many silly mistakes from Scott Matthews with the ball in his hand.
So Nevin wanted a piece of that, but Evans is taking that. We've got Chris Evans and Chris Nevin. It's close.
Weiler again.
So Breckelmans. And there's a knock on there seen. So
The old
Weiler.
coach killer.
Certainly is.
Pressure back on themselves here, Dungog. But the defence hasn't been too bad tonight.
So at the scrum to pack, about 38 from the Dungog line. So first opportunity this second half that University's got. Here they go now with the ball. This is Mears. So they're going backwards off that play, the Seahorses. Sloppy play the ball. Hayes has got it though. He's dangerous around that ruck. He always seems to pinch 8 or 10 metres. Another scamper.
Offload.
That was Wilson on the field in jersey 14 for the Seahorses.
Campbell for Dungog's lost his boot.
Here's Haywood now. Running play. Links up with Remington. So the defence is sound so far from Dungog this second half. This is Neil.
No, Doolan back out there for University in the second half by the look of things.
He's just gone down to the medical practice.
We might have got...
So it's gone out.
May have gone to the Dungog RSL, the Settlers Arms,
Yeah,
or the
the
Bank
Settlers
Hotel. Who knows?
It's been put on the toe from Duggan, but Nevin's back there to catch it.
Great take, Chrissy Nevins. Tried to drag him back into touch, into the in goal, sorry.
It's Cotton from dummy
Good
half.
run from Cotton from dummy half.
Jones is there to wrap him up. The ball's gone to ground.
What's this?
It's been picked up here from Wilson. And Wilson's going to go around, but the referee is going to call him back. It's going to be a knock on.
Forward pass.
Oh, we've got time off again here from the referee. So we had a couple
He's ruled
of...
a forward pass. If he rules Campbell hasn't touched this, he could well change this around and award a try. Who knows? No?
Anything's possible.
But Cotton just done the good work getting our dummy half and then threw a pass that really didn't have to be thrown, I don't think.
So, University with a big chance here. Tim Wilson, he picked up the crumbs and went around, thought he'd got a try, but not to be.
They get a chance here, but...
Haywood. Mears trying to get outside his opposite number, and good tackle there.
Was a good tackle there by Scott Matthews.
O'Brien at dummy half. This is Haywood.
Good
solid
defence
hit
there by Hinton and Aidan Breckelmans.
Sangster on the end of it. So they go to the left-hand side. This is Hayes.
Another great
something.
tackle. Weiler, I think, this time.
Plenty of talk in defence from the Dungog side. Wilson out the back. Well, supposed to go to Mears, but he let it bounce. Jones has cleaned it up. And they've lost about 30 metres on that play. Quick play the ball. Wilson goes from dummy half. He gets away from one, but he's wrapped up there from Robson.
Robson and Craigie there.
So it goes back to Haywood. Puts
I
this
think
on
the
the
11's
toe.
definitely
It's not a bad
offside.
kick for O'Brien. It's gone loose. It's going to be a try to Remington, is it?
No, the 11 was definitely offside, I think.
So, Remington had an opportunity there. O'Brien went for it as well.
Another discussion between the officials.
Evans come away with a bit of an ankle injury. Hopefully he's okay. The referee. So the referee's called offside. You got a penalty to Dungog. Well called, Peter Hudson. So this ball's going to come straight towards us.
No, it's not.
Going to fall a bit short.
Just like to see Dungog complete their set here.
So Hinton. It's about his 40th hit up for the match. So it goes out there to Campbell, is it? Can't quite
That's
see.
Craigie, I think, taking
Craigie.
the ball in. Breckelman's on to Campbell.
Hinton again.
Hinton. That's the way to run Matt Hinton, straight and hard.
So he's Ward, the skipper. Bit of a hospital pass
Oh,
there. Oh,
and
he's
a-
been picked up. He fell
Bit of a
awkwardly,
dangerous tackle there.
especially on that edge of the cricket wicket. So penalty to Dungog. So just what they would have wanted to get out of their own zone and into Seahorse territory.
I'd like to see Dungog complete this set and maybe force another set. That would be good, or score from this set.
So Breckelman's gets us
Get back to
underway.
the basics. They've gone wide early, but
Here's Ward.
good defence from University there.
So they come this side again. This is Matthews. Inside pass to Whaler.
Matthews getting a bit involved early here in the second half.
Here's Breckelman's. Tries to get away. Oh, he's collared high there from Neil, but the referee's allowed it to go. So they go to the left-hand side now. Breckelman almost through there. He's got through. He's going to score. Next to the post. Aidan Breckelman's.
Hang on. Don't get excited yet.
Well,
Don't get excited yet because the linesman is standing outside the field of play. There was a bit of push and shove between Breckelman's and the opposition tackler, but I don't really think there was anything in it. It would certainly be a shame if this try was denied, because Aidan Breckelman's done a hell of a job to get over the line there.
yes, it opened up for him. That's for sure.
Surely not.
It's interesting attire what your trainer's got on there. See, kimono, or is it? And it
One of
was.
those Mexican ponchos, I think.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, he's been in hospital during the week, so we'll forgive him for that.
So the referee just having a discussion with the linesman. Now the far touch is coming over again. So I'm just having a chat the boys in pink, or salmon.
Surely he has to let the decision stand here. No one was held back.
I think we had a record for the longest decision on a try without a video ref in the first half.
This is topping it, and both try decisions. It takes a lot to water try Bennett Park, it seems.
Does.
Tell you what, if he does penalise Dungog and give the Seahorses a penalty, they'll make easy yards because Dungog are all back ready, waiting for the kick-off.
Well, looks like he's going to call try. Points to the spot. And Dungog,
Common sense has prevailed.
they get their third try.
I'm really not sure what the touch he was doing there. You can see it was just a bit of push and shove. But doing his job, I suppose. I'll give him that much.
So it's 16-6 with the kick to come pretty much in the same spot from one before in the first half from Doolan. So if they kick with sand, he'd be able to use the old mound.
Those linesmen are asked to check on things in the back play, which he did.
So important kick to go within 12. Or out to 12. Oh, it's hit the
Hit
post.
the post
So
from close range. 10-point lead to Dungog, 28 minutes to go.
So good signs here for Seahorse supporters. Plenty former university players all around the country. Apparently we had them tuning in from Perth last week.
They've got a few new players tonight. They said a bit short on troops last night. Signed a couple up today that have played previous years. So, but Dungog, if they can hold on to the ball for the next 10 minutes reasonably well, they should be able to wrap this game up, I think.
So we're back underway again. Goes straight down the throat of Matthews. Onto his skipper Ward. Charges forward. Good contact there. Brave tackle from Hayes around the legs. So Cottam runs from dummy half, almost through. Jones was there to wrap him up. Breckelmans goes infield to Hinton, out to Trey Breckelmans, and it's gone to the ground.
3 tries, have not completed a set of 6 after it.
Interesting. What nationality would Breckelmans be?
Breckelmans?
Yeah.
Amsterdam, I think they were throwing up. Dutch.
Dutch. There you go. Well, there is the Dutch rugby league team.
That's what they That's what they told me when I asked it.
Well, if you listen to my call, I'm speaking a bit of double Dutch.
There's no alcohol involved.
No, not yet. So we're going to have a, probably for about the 4th time tonight, the ref's going to call back the scrum.
He's having trouble
Full
setting
start.
these scrums, or I think the ref might be looking for a little bit of a break.
Possibly.
But you need a chance to strike back here.
Here we go again with O'Brien.
Good run, O'Brien. No, defence moved up quick before the ball came out, but stood waiting for him. Easy yards from the scrum win.
So this is Cronhart on the field. Jersey 18 for the Seahorses. I think that's his first touch.
Not Adrian Cronar.
Oh. Solid contact again. That was on Mitchell, also on the field for the Seahorses. Welcome to Bennett Park. Here's Haywood. This is Mears. Tries to get around Breckelmans. He does. That's
Barnes
Durgan
has
with
got
the
hold
ball.
of him.
Trying to get a one-on-one
He got the ball,
strip.
Barnes. That was unlucky, Brad Barnes. I thought he sort of got the ball before the other defender came in, but obviously not.
Well, it looked one-on-one from here, but
We are a long way away.
we are, certainly are. So, big opportunity here for University. They need to come away with points, you would think. 16-6.
So much for my comments on if Dungog can hang on to the ball for the next 10 minutes, they should be able to wrap the game up. Now they need to defend for the next 10 minutes by the look of things. They are very compressed, the Warriors.
So, on again is Mitchell.
The uni wing is out here licking his lips looking at that open ground in front of him.
Here's Jones. Looking for the offload again. He
He got it
finds
away again.
Dancing back inside's Hayes. Good, solid
Tackled
hit
by
there.
Mick Craigie there, I think.
So Wilson playing first receiver. Went to step.
Dancing around. Tackled by Breckelmans. Aiden Breckelmans there and Hinton. And a penalty again. Seems to give penalties in 2s and 3s, the referee tonight. You won't have one for 5 minutes, then one side will get 2 or 3 in a 60-second period. They're not electing to have a shot. They're going to keep the pressure on.
So here's
Sangster.
Sangster.
Well met there by Craigie and Ward.
So sloppy pass to
Pick up with a
Haywood.
halfback.
Haywood dancing around, finds Jones, wasn't expecting it. Pops out again. And we pretty much go back to the same spot where we started.
Thrown to the ground by Robson.
Wilson goes out the back to Remington. Cut out pass to Ether. He was looking
That's a
for it a
great
minute
try.
ago, and he's going to score in the corner.
There was a lot of room out here, and whereas Dungog in the first half were throwing the cutout pass, failing to find the man, University certainly made a peach of that one then.
Well, the referee's going to have a chat with the touchy again, just to make sure he's getting his face on Bar TV tonight.
Didn't.
And surely he's not going to call the other touchy.
Here we go again.
He must have had a
Well, they
bet.
do have a tough job, the officials, but they're making it hard for themselves tonight.
He must have had a bet with the other referees tonight.
Seriously, now I'm going to involve you in every decision concerning a try. And he'll go over here, point to the spot, and that was a waste of 30 seconds.
I just hope we don't run out of batteries on this stream. And we've got a try. So
Yes, all that came about from Dungog failing to complete their set of 6 after scoring a couple of penalties. And Uni are in, and now it's game on again, 16-10 with a kick to come. Nathan Ward's up there asking the referee a couple of pertinent questions, I'm sure. No Cameron Smith about Nathan Ward, unfortunately. More James Graham, I think.
good try to Nick Ether in the corner.
It was a great try. I saw him licking his lips out here a few sets before, looking at the open ground in front of him. The Dungog compressed defence failed to even out that time. Bryson Brahm going on for Mick Craigie.
So Reece Haywood, he's about a metre in from touch. Last week the wind would have been blowing straight in his direction. It's going straight across the uprights, so it will remain 16-10.
Last week the wind might have blown that back in for him. Right, and now can University complete their set? There were calls of we've got to complete the next set, which neither side have had much luck at tonight, especially after a try.
So the boys just taking their time to get back to halfway for the restart. I think the temperature's just dropped another degree or maybe 5.
That's clever. Good little clever kick off.
Oh, it's popped out the
picked
back,
up by Jones. The last bloke you want to get it. Good tackle, down low. Bryson Brahm, number 4. Oh, and a penalty.
Well, not what Dungog would have needed, but certainly University.
Well, you could say they completed their set.
Yeah.
Got a penalty first tackle.
So piggyback out of their own 20. A common theme for tonight. So plenty of talk still out there for the Dungog defence. So Gabrielides again with the ball, just short of halfway.
Rolls off the tongue, that name, doesn't it?
Just like I say, Breckelmans. So just over halfway now. It's another fresh player out there on the field for the Uni. Can't quite pick up the number. 23. And you know, we don't have his
Good
number
defence
on
there
the
by
books.
Robson over the top. And Breckelman's underneath.
Hayes again from dummy half.
Oh.
He's looked dangerous. Now the
Lost
ball's come out.
ball.
So
It's a $64,000 question. Can Dungog hang on to the ball for 6 and get down the other end?
still plenty of time left in this fixture. 16-10. The Warriors just in front. Very tight contest, this one. So here we go again. Evans playing there in the 5'8" role. Matthews is out wider. Maybe he'll get at this ball. Comes out again. That's Robson.
He's had another good game tonight, Robson.
So they come the short side. Here's Ward. So they go on the short side again.
Whaler, good run, Whaler.
So this is a good set so
Robson
far from
coming off,
Dungog.
Sharkey going on.
So Matthews, Breckelmans. Oh, and it's been put down there
Bryson
from
Brahm
Brahm.
put down, but the ball was going across the field, but there was no one going forward. No one running onto it.
I'm not sure if our effects microphone
there
picked
was,
up the trainer.
One of those nasty words you don't like hearing. Describe Dungog's effort then. Quite well, actually.
Yeah, we can't say that on air. So
Standing still and passing, you're not going to get anywhere. Once again, Dungog let Uni off the hook. Certainly inviting Uni into this game in the second half.
So we'll get another replay back of the scrum. So finally get the ball out. No, it's going to stay inside the scrum. So out of push in the scrum.
What, a penalty? No. Not a scrum penalty. No, we'll feed it again. I think the referee, but in his defence, he started refereeing when scrums were a fair dinkum contest between two forward packs. And I think he likes to get back that way. But
back in 1955.
yes, times have moved on. Just get the ball in and get it out and play on.
Geez, Pete, we better be careful. We might get a fine from Newcastle Hunter Rugby League. I'll put a good word in for you.
A Dean Pay-like fine.
So Uni with the ball now.
I haven't
Gabrielitis.
accused him of anything. He just looks like he thinks it's retro night as far as scrums go.
Possibly. They do have the retro round in the NRL. Here's Jones.
It's been a handful all night, he has, Jones.
So they go out to the right now. And just simple stuff here from Uni so far. Going one out, Hayes. Dances back
Nearly
inside.
Very unlucky not to be penalised for Shepard there, but Dungog quit telling the referee what was going on and moved up in defence.
So Wilson will put this
That's
to the
not
air.
a bad kick.
Cotham's underneath it. Good
Swallowed
take.
it.
Defence was there. So that's Evans.
Evans, he always good at getting in there, relieving run from a kick chase or a bomb. Barnes in there having a run. Good to see.
Well, it is cold out in that wing, so you would want to come in for a run or two just to keep warm.
Sharky off. Guy Russell in 15 going on, and
so we've spilt the ball, and
Dungog shooting themselves in the foot time after time in this second half. I think the game might be slipping below D grade level.
well, there were talks of having an E grade this year, so possibly.
Just got to hang on to the ball, boys. It's not that difficult.
So this is Mears. Dummies, run straight into his opposite number, Cottam.
Grateful Doolan's not out there. He was causing problems in the first half with the ball and with his kicking game.
Oh, good solid hit there from the number 16, Sharky.
Chris Sharky, with the help of Nathan Ward. Now he can't get his hand out.
Oh, I think he's got his hand caught in his jersey. So they come the short side. Wilson, inside pass to O'Brien. There was bodies there everywhere. Could have been a Shepherd, but Sharky was there to wrap him up.
Remonstrating with the referee, which won't help.
So another
Dungog
penalty.
becoming increasingly frustrated here with decisions going against them, which won't help their cause. They've just got to settle down here, tough it out, and hang on to the ball, boys. Simple as that.
So Gabrielitis takes it to the 30-metre zone.
Good defence, Aidan Breckelmans and Matt Hinton.
So Hayes run from dummy half, looking for support.
Dungog going for the big shots here instead of wrapping the ball up, and he's lost the ball. As you know, what's happened here?
So I don't know what that
Not sure.
call is from the ref.
Penalty for a head slam.
So here you go with the University. A couple of back-to-back penalties. And that's Haywood with the ball now. So there's a couple of the defenders in there. And they come out to the left-hand side now. This is Mitchell.
Tackle by
Cronhard, I beg your
Sharky.
pardon.
Sharky in underneath.
So they're spread out to the right.
Hinton.
Gabrielitis close. 2 metres from the line.
Dungog defence spot on this set of 6 so far, except for the head slam.
So Haywood will run it. Can he get through? He's very close to the line. He is
He's
down
over.
for a try.
Could be a game levelling try, that.
16-14 with a kick to come. The referee has no problem with that one.
Yes, that was straight down. Put the whistle in the mouth, blow the try.
So,
But
Haywood-
Dungog mightn't be agreeing with what the referee decisions are here, but boys, You're the ones dropping the ball or knocking on, according to the referee.
So Haywood, he basically been doing a lot of catching and passing and waiting for him to run, and he did it then, and just caught the Dungog boys napping just a little bit.
Oh, they've just had too much ball up here, and Dungog can't get out of their own end. Just putting the pressure on themselves. This will certainly lift the Seahorses. Attitude for the last 13 minutes to go. It'll be 16 all after he kicks this. But like I said, all Dungog need to do is hold on to the ball, get down the other end, but they're having trouble doing it.
So Nick Ether with the kicking duties now that Tyler Doolan hasn't come back. Not a bad strike. The touchies like it, and it's 16 all here on Friday Night Football. Brought to you by Quizmasters Trivia. As I said, they do a good job in the pubs and clubs around the local area.
Miss from adjacent to the post, last try by Trey Breckelmans for Dungog. Might come back to haunt them here. No extra time in this comp. Too cold for extra time tonight anyway.
Certainly is. So Trey Breckelmans will get us underway again.
Dungog forced a mistake.
Very good kick. It's gone over the back of O'Brien. And he'll just run across field a bit.
Good recovery from dropping the ball from the kickoff.
Hinton eventually wraps him up.
We've been trying to get the ball there, Hinton.
Oh, he's going to stay on the ground. So not good signs here for the Seahorses. O'Brien.
Solid tackle from Hinton, yes.
Been one of their better players tonight for the Seahorses, and so he's up to his feet. That's good signs.
Dungog, perfect chance to defend here. First tackle, middle of the post. University 10 metres out from their line. Let's see if the Warriors can force a mistake.
So plenty of stoppages here tonight. I promised Will, the cameraman, would be home by 9:15. I don't think that's going to happen tonight. Freezing up on the top of that ute. We go to the right-hand side. Here's Jones again.
Good defence. Down low we had Robson again. No, Brahm there. His defence has been good.
Oh, good solid
hit
from
Matthews.
So it goes back to Haywood for the kick, and Barnes is going to be underneath it. And it's come out. So you hear the roar from the University bench and the supporters, their gallery. And now we've got a penalty for some back chat.
Barnes kicked the ball after he dropped it. Dungog need to have a good hard look at themselves here.
So 16 all. Are we in field goal range yet? 11 minutes to go.
Well, Uni is certainly controlling the ball a lot better than Dungog this half. Can't remember Dungog getting it to their kick in this half, to be honest with you.
So back on the way. This is Mitchell. Just short of the 30-metre zone, and he's lost the ball. So a reprieve there for Dungog.
Plenty of black back slapping for Dungog, but can they control the ball for a simple set of 6 tackles?
Well, the same could be asked for University too. Why would you want to be a coach?
I suppose Dungog's lucky their coach is on the field with them.
So here goes the Warriors. This is Cottam.
Just a couple of settlers, boys. Get up there.
Sharky.
Good work, Sharky. He's had a good game tonight, Chris Sharky. Off the bench.
Here's Ward.
Good run, Nathan
coach.
Ward. Can't get the arms free.
They've done well to lock that ball up tonight, the University defence. Breckelmans.
Cottam again.
Sharkies at Matthews.
Matthews, yes.
So he's Craigie.
Go yourself, son. Last tackle. Just get a kick down there. Pin him down there. Nothing. Build a bit of pressure.
Breckelmans
Good
puts
kick,
it up
good
high.
chase.
The chasers are coming through. Cotham's there. It's gone over the back from O'Brien. It's going to be picked up by Matthews. No, it's going to go into touch. 16 all. Final 10 minutes of play here at Bennett Park.
Scrum here to Uni. Bit of chance for Dungog to put a bit of pressure on.
So that's probably Dungog's best set of this half, I'd have to say.
I'd say we've got a kick away.
Plenty of support around the ground. So again, another scrum. It'll be Uni bringing this out of their own 20. Mears.
Good defence, Dungog.
Driven back there. Very good defence from Dungog. So,
Got a hit and stick, Dungog. Lost ball.
well, there you go.
Is it a
probably
penalty or will it be a scrum?
125th knock on of the night.
Not sure with the referee tonight. Thought he
No.
was going to point to the heavens, but no. Dungog with the ball, 10 metres out. 8:30 to go. Game all tied up.
So big opportunity here for the Warriors to get back in front. They've led for most of the game. They'll go to the left side and Craigie's wrapped up.
I'm thinking Breckelmans can get his treble here, the hooker.
So a bit of a weird ball there to
Was it
Robson.
not with a lot of confidence looking on from the sideline pass?
So
Brahm.
good defence there. University driving
Was
him back
good
there.
defence there. Where's the big forwards?
Well, here's one in Hinton.
Hinton.
Offloads the
Good
pass
ball
to
to-
Robson. He's very close to the line.
Good move there.
4 metres short.
Do we have Breckelmans go himself?
Oh, he finds Ward. Ward's got his back to the defence. Rolls over. He's over. Has he got the ball
Has he?
down?
We will have the all the linesmen in here, the referee. This linesman still not standing in front of the ball, in front of the flag. Has the ref awarded yet?
I don't think he has. He's called.
No try.
Oh, there you go.
He's
Without
called held
everything.
up.
Well, there was probably one time he could have asked the touch judges
And
for a
last
bit of hand.
tackle.
Last tackle here now for the Warriors. What can they do? It's gone to ground.
Just
It's
get
been
on
off
6
the
to go
toe.
if we get it. Just get the ball.
Barnes has got it. And Jones
Stay in
went for the big
field.
hit. So we have 6 to go for the Warriors. Here's Campbell.
Dancing, prancing, getting nowhere.
Let's see that dance
Been
move
very
at
quiet in the second half, Campbell. But in his defence, we haven't held the ball long enough for him to get a chance.
Here's Craigie on the 30-metre zone. Breckelmans. Out the back it goes to Robson. Finds Matthews.
Not much happening out here. The other side's the Warriors' attack side. At least they're hanging on the ball at this stage, Dungog. Hinton
Hinton goes back inside. Oh, solid contact. The ball's popped out.
lost the ball, Hinton. Seriously,
Very good hit
very
from Wilson.
soft hit up there from Hinton.
Good hit low from Wilson. And, Uni. Just under 6 minutes to go. 16 all.
So we need straight, hard running.
We've already had a couple of draws this year in Ladies League tag in the Newcastle Hunter Rugby League comp.
Well, some people might say this game
Deserves a draw.
deserves a draw. Exactly. I think Ladies League tag's a bit above what we've seen some here in parts here tonight.
So we're back underway.
Jammed in there,
It's
leaving
Mears.
it wide out there, but come on, can we force a mistake?
So
5 to go. Uni battling to get out of their half.
So what can Uni do? Scamper from dummy half from Hayes. He's done that plenty of times tonight. As the temperature's just dropped another 5 degrees.
As
Jones gets the
Jones
offload.
gets another offload.
Mitchell Mitchell tries to get away. He's eventually knocked to the ground. Robson comes across over the top.
Oh, no
Haywood goes from dummy half. I don't think it's a 40-20. He's going to find the line. I think he was on the line there. So interesting to see what the referee calls here. And it's a Dungog feed, so a let off there. I thought he was just on the line, so good spotting there from the referee.
And good spotting from you, Paul, because I had no idea. I was watching where the ball was landing.
So
Dungog, scrum feed.
4 minutes to go on this clash, 16 all.
4 minutes left, 70 metres to go.
30 metres if you're a University supporter.
Yes.
So a couple more subs coming onto the sideline for Dungog.
We might see the old kick early for the halfback to chase through and score. Fullback going back now, but...
Here's Ward. Or would you be just happy with a point at this stage?
No.
First points for the year. Cottam, been busy at fullback.
He has.
Comes across and he's going to get to feel the cricket pitch.
The ref looking at that, and Cottam copped one across the chops there, but went unseen by the referee.
Hinton again.
That's better by Hinton, throwing the dummy and running.
Standard play from a front row.
Laying all over him. There hasn't been a penalty for laying in this ruck all night.
Matthews,
Forward.
out the back to Cottam.
Dungog bereft of ideas here at the moment.
So last tackle, Trey Breckelmans. He was lining up for the field goal, back behind it, but Aiden gets the kick away. Banana kick down the throat of Mears. I don't think that was intentional somehow.
Well, it was intentional to kick, but I don't think that was what he needed. Good defence there from Luke Whaler and Matt Hinton.
It was like pulling a 9-9 out when you needed a wood.
Dungog blowing up thinking he lost the ball there, but the referee and linesman didn't see anything. So play the whistle, boys.
So that was Duggan.
Penalty is the last thing you want to give away through frustration.
Under 2.5 minutes to go in this match. Good,
Hinton
strong,
tried to
solid
hit the
hit
ball
there
out
on
then.
Mitchell. Slow play the ball. Here's Jones. There's only one way. Just gets him up to halfway.
Last tackle.
Need a good kick here.
Dungog laying. Oh,
it's been hit.
that's play
Wasn't
on if
charged
they
on,
get
but
it
it's
back.
been a knock on, and it'll be a Warriors feed.
That was 6 to go to Uni if they had got that. 2 minutes left. Dungog halfback and hooker laying on the middle of the cricket pitch. Sorry, the second rower.
So 2 minutes left. We could have another 5 knock-ons and another timeout here.
I seriously think it's time for the kick and chase. Fullback up in the line. Breckelman's just feeding in the scrum butt.
Cottam's that first receiver. That's Matthews. So here we go now. This is Cottam with the ball. Good short pass to Matthews. He almost got away from Mears.
That was a combination that scored an 80-metre try last week. Where's the penalty, sir?
Breckelmans. Oh, long pass from Hinton. He's done a few dummies. It's gone behind Campbell.
That Hinton or Ward through that. Wasn't what we needed anyway. It's a death or glory pass.
So the final minute.
He dropped
and
that.
he's lost the ball.
There'll be another penalty here.
Well, he should
There
kick
could
the
be
ball
another
away.
penalty here within kicking range. Seriously, stupid play from Dungog.
So he calls time off. We've got on the ground clock 49 seconds, just to let you know at home that our clock is just a guide. So massive opportunity here for Uni to maybe pinch the match. No Doolan, so he's probably your go-to man if you're going for field goal, but
Bit far out for a field goal unless you're a legendary field goal kicker.
that was close to a knock on there. Mears has got the ball.
He's dancing and prancing and making ground.
So need just some straight hit-ups here. 30 seconds
Uni's
to go.
going to win. Dungog have no chance of winning unless we get an intercept.
Mitchell gets it up to the 30.
No penalties, Dungog.
No man set into the area to kick a field goal.
Penalty here would absolutely
Neil, 20 seconds to go. Slow play the ball. Here's Jones. So it looks like it's going to be Haywood back there.
He's
You've got
thrown
Mears, the
it,
ball's
lost
gone
it.
to the ground.
That's it, boys.
And we've got another knock on, and we'll just count it down. And we're going to have a 16-all draw here on Quizmasters Friday Night Football.
Not one of the games you're going to get the DVD out and watch over and over again. That's for sure, Paul.
Well,
not one for the purists.
No, but it's been another great night here at Bennett Park here in Dungog. 16-all University in Dungog. And, it's not, as you said, not the best game, but...
I'm not sure
still,
either side deserved to win.
well, they'll both come away with a point.
I know Dungog will be very frustrated with the referee and the officials, but they've had him before. They know what to expect.
Well, that's about all from us here from Bar TV Sports. Thanks to Quizmaster Treviers for getting on board the Newcastle Hunter Rugby League this year. It's been another good night here in Bennett Park. I'm Paul Arundel. Thanks, Peter Hudson, for joining me again on the sideline for the commentary.
No, thanks a lot, Paul, for coming up. The boys have enjoyed it, although tonight's effort wasn't what the television viewers were after, I'm sure. But thanks very much for making the effort.
No worries. Well, we're signing off here. Thanks to Willie, our cameraman. Josh back in the studio. It's been another good night here. 16-all, Dungog and University.